I'm Mrs. O'Connor and I'm a technology education teacher. I teach two different sections. I teach engineering and then I teach woodworking. So for engineering, the first class would be Introduction to Engineering, and then it would lead into Civil Engineering and Architecture. There are other courses, but that's another teacher, Mr. Zambrano. For woodworking, I teach basic woodworking, and that would lead to advanced woodworking, which you can take 7 more times besides the basic woodworking. And then I have set design, which is a new course that started last year. And that is same thing with woodworking. You can take it 8 times total throughout your 4 years being in high school. For engineering, it's basic skills that any architect or any engineer would need. So dealing with drafting skills, organization, portfolio, presentations, using CAD programs like Inventor, and as well as doing things like basic concepts or business technical writing, dealing with Excel, Word, getting to manipulate any program and proper researching techniques. The hardest part I'd have to say about engineering is it is a class that you will never take in high school or in college again unless you're going with this field, because it makes you think outside the box. Some projects we do are like instant challenges. So I have projects that'll last 1 period, 40 minutes. And then I'll have projects that'll last maybe 3 months or a week. Like there's all different random changes in that. So that's engineering. Civil engineering and architecture is taking information off of that. So you already learned the basics, you already learned the skills. So now we're gonna do other aspects. We're gonna learn basic things like you have a structure, how is it put together, how much can the floor load take. We also do a lot of model building. For woodworking, the intro class is mainly basic on hand tools. So the first structure is planning, learning how to use tools properly, especially ones that you're always going to use when you get out of high school, out of college, and you own your own anything. How do I use those safely and properly? And even the ones going into power tools, like a corded drill or a jigsaw or a reciprocal saw, and then up to machines such as a table saw, a miter box, surface planers. So all different varieties of tools. For set design, it's one of my favorite shows is Mythbusters. How did they do what they were doing? Like they make something so fast and then take it apart and then they make something else with it. So that's what set design would be a good comparison to. So you learn your basic power tool skills and some basic tools that would be used all the time. So something you'd also have at home. But then you'd also learn your planning strategies and modeling techniques so that you have proper support as well as you're able to set stuff up. It's a lot of project-based stuff, so you're not just sitting in a classroom listening to a teacher. You are physically doing something. And a lot of the responsibilities on your work. I say that would be the first draw, the fact that you're able to move around. You're not just sitting in the chair, you're getting up, walking around, doing something. I think the whole aspect is when they're coming into here, especially as 8th graders, is to try everything, because you don't know what you really like and you never know what skills you can truly attain without doing that. And lately, everything's so driven towards one solution, towards a college part, and that's something I teach in like engineering. What skills are you specializing in? What do you bring to the table? And let's enhance those, because that's what's gonna make life fun for you, not like what everyone else is saying. So that's kind of where my area is, what I enjoy about, like, I can say, if I mess up on, say, a woodworking project, I can turn it into something that's completely crazy but amazing. It still looks awesome. Same concept goes with anything else that I do in any part of my field. I never actually mess up. I just make it something different, and that's how it winds up being.